Woo. 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 Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you might be. I adjusted some settings on my microphone. Let me know how it sounds. I hope everything sounds okay. My desk is a little bit cluttered at the moment. I have so much stuff on it because I got so much stuff at the tea festival. I've been saving for it. I budgeted for it. Sounds like sleepy. Haven't had my tea this morning because I figured probably gonna make tea during stream. Especially showing all of you what I picked up. I was up a little bit late, streaming with Mary. Mary asked me, Master Frederick of the House of Knutson, could you teach me how to play Stellaris? And we proceeded to play together for like 6 hours. I think he might have lost track of time a little bit. The new co-op mode is very nice. I mostly was taking care of the minutiae while he gave the broad strokes. Yes, he actually lost track of time. I was keeping track of time and he just kept going. No, my heart definitely skipped when he said, "Could you teach me how to play Stellaris?" That's my Merryweather voice. I got some very cute stuff though. I will show you all the stuff, some of the stuff that I picked up. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Please put rubber gloves on so your mods stop simping to see your hands. No, I was shown a video of a VTuber being like, "Alright, it's time for milking stream." And she had like, I think it was Nyanners. It was Nyanners. She had put milk into rubber gloves. And had like a breast pump for sucking out milk. That was interesting. That was interesting. Taft. Okay, can someone explain what Taft is used for? Can someone tell me what Mike's Taft emote, like, when do you use the Taft emote? Yes, William Howard Taft. Oh no, Vexthra, you're thinking of penis milking. This is normal breast milking. Never. For Taft fans, it's just Taft posting. Will someone explain to me what Taft posting is? Do you use any of Mike's emotes? It is remarkable how few of them have an actual use case. His chat gave up trying to find a use case for most of his emotes, and now they just use them. Because, you know, what else are they gonna do with them? Hello everyone. I am a little bit tired today, so please forgive me if I am off my game. Oh, this? Yeah, don't worry about Slush. They're fine. They're fine. Don't worry about it at all. So, how are you all doing? I am very eepy. Do not expect engaging conversation. Although, there is something that I would like to talk about later on today. I want to talk about the AI streamers that have been getting more popular. That are like terrifying and horrifically uncanny. I think I figured out what makes them so uncanny and uncomfortable for me. I think I have dissected it. And I will show you. Are there lots of them? Yes. Because they make oodles of money. Like, some people are making thousands of dollars per stream with them. It's not actually about, like, generative learning, unless you considered humans wanting to make money generative learning. Ice cream so good. Yeah, everyone, congratulations. I am now going to be a TikTok AI streamer. Y'all didn't sub enough. So now this is what I'm doing. No, I'm not doing that. Not the plan. Yeah, time to rebrand. I'm not sorry. In perhaps more maintenance news, we are going to be having new mods soon. So expect a few more green stickers. And also, I'm putting together a small team to vet YouTube videos. So that way, if you like, I want to have a stream where I look at viewer submission, like viewer submitted YouTube videos, sort of you laugh, you lose style. Just, hey guys, choose my content for me. And we're gonna have content betters. God, my head is just being covered. Another thing that I really want to mention. Saturday. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not like fucking up. Shit. I just realized something. This is... I want to do another VR chat meetup. And I am double checking because I was thinking of doing it Saturday, but that coincides with the debut, Limes' debut. Yeah. So I don't know if that day is going to work. Might have to choose a different day. Yeah, I'm gonna be showing up for that. So we'll get to the AI. We'll get to like weird shit in a minute, but I have some other weird shit to share with all of you. You might have been wondering, hey Fred, where the fuck were you on Saturday? The answer is I was at a tea festival because I'm a child, and I love the tea festival, the Portland Tea Festival. It was fun. Our tea festival's a thing because people are nerds, but I'm going to explain that in a minute. They're very much nerds. Let me show you guys some of the photos that I took, because this place was pretty packed. Doot. So this was just from the outside, looking in on it. Especially early on, it was pretty packed. Look at this shit. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of booths. Like I spent 6 hours here. I spent 6 hours here, like walking around. But white people, not all white people. There were quite a few Asian people there, of varying backgrounds. But of course, that's not really surprising given the Pacific Northwest. Aqua Monster, actually, it was pretty hot. It was like 95 degrees, but that wasn't a big deal. It stayed like it was all shaded, right? Like this shade kept things cool enough, and you know, I stayed hydrated. 95 Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, which is what is 95 Fahrenheit in Celsius? 35 degrees Celsius. So quite warm. Pretty warm. Tea so good. How do they do that sound? It's fucking terrifying. I hate it. But yeah, it was pretty warm. But I stayed cool enough. I did not escape without some mosquito bites though on my legs. I remember getting like I have some big welts on my legs and I was like, Jesus Christ, like what bit me? And I was like, oh right, mosquito season. Let me see. Some of the setups. So actually, Zika. Yep, I'm dead now. It was a good run. Now, here are a couple of booths. I took a couple of photos of booths. This was Young Mountain, who sell Indian tea. Some of these teas are really good. The most recent harvest of their green pearls was really good. And then they also had some, is it kukicha? It's tea that is made, it's green tea that is made from the stems of the green tea plant. Of like the tea plant instead of like the leaf, which is very unique. How many have I sipped? I sipped the majority of the teas at the festival. I was there for 6 hours. Isn't tea super unpopular in the US? Yeah. In fact, there's a funny story of a large corporation trying to muscle into the tea scene, into like the specialty loose leaf tea scene. There was a tea store that was all over America that had a lot of locations in malls called, it was called Teavana. And Starbucks decided they wanted to get in on it. Oh, thanks for the 23 months. God damn, almost 2 years. Thank you so much, Pimp Master Stallion. Christ. So Starbucks decided to buy Teavana and muscle their way into tea. It's like, oh, we own coffee, and now it's time to own tea. Except, it made so little money for them that eventually they shut down their brick and mortar stores, and then they shut down the online stores. Teavana is dead, to my knowledge. So they bought a really great entry point for tea and just destroyed it. They smashed it. Because fuck you. It wasn't making enough money. Bidox, this was a specialty tea shop. Like, I got Teavana a long time ago before I was really into tea, and I liked it. It was one of my entry points into tea. Oh, yeah, girl Bath, thanks for 6 months. I have been okay. I have been busy. I have a lot of things that are about to happen to me, and I am about to release and about to do, that just aren't out yet. Hey Slush, how you doing up there? How you doing up here? I love the wiggle is perfect for like how you're grabbing on. Also, hey Lunar the Dragon, thanks for the 11 months, almost a year. Chill with the 13, just over a year. Holy cow for the 4 and Scummy Hybrid. Aw, Scummy Hybrid, thanks for gifting a sub to Olivine. Red Links for the 6 months. And Fidox for the 14. Octo Tasty for 16 months. Plot Night for the 4. And Mont Blanc for the 4 months. Feet. Yep, great. Get the feet in there. And Plico. Oh, thanks for the 500 bits. Schnee, thanks for the 20 months. Oh, I'm glad that I can make your life a little easier. Mouth Dart, thanks for the fresh sub.
It looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room.
And Radical Baphomet for the 21. God damn. What Coyote Comrade for the 18 months. Dr. Balls with the 1.5 years. And Scummy Hybrid for the full year. Damn. Neo in for the 7 months. Ba 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 ba. Plastic in my tea. Ba 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 ba. Fuck. Can't go that deep when I'm doing it that low. The tea market in the US dominated by a company ran by a cult? Oh, you're thinking of Celestial Seasonings. No, that's just one company. I'll put it this way. I don't think anybody at this festival takes them seriously. I'll tell some of the stories of the festival while I am making tea. How about that? Now, you guys, you all know about how I was joking about how duck shit tea is made from actual duck shit when it's not made from duck shit. Well, I did something. I did something at the festival. There was a tea there where they had caterpillars eat the tea leaves and then they collected the caterpillar's shit and made tea from it. Here is what it looks like. It's caterpillar shit tea. Yes, I tasted it. It was fine. Like it. I'm gonna level with you guys. It was kind of disappointing. I was expecting like something intense. Nah, the flavor was kind of mild. It was above average, but like nothing that like it didn't taste that special. I don't know that it's really worth the process. Now you eat worm shit, and Mike will never believe me. I think you might be right. Like, I could maintain this. Like, I could tell him about this for years. And he wouldn't believe me. I think you might actually be right. Yeah, can we get some Sonic meal? Oh, wait, is that... No, right, that's a better TTV emote. Okay, hold on. Just this once. Just this once, I will allow it. There it is. Okay. You can Sonic meal. Just this once. Oh my god, Giga has it on her channel? Look. Hold on, you guys, look. Like, here are the people that use this emote. And look on the left. Oh, whoop, kind of in the way. Giga, look. I can't believe this. Yum, 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 yum. And hedgehogs find tea. They put it in their mouths. But it was an okay tea. I didn't buy any, I just tasted it. Giga Fuen. Yeah, Giga Fuen. He crop dusts Mike irregularly. Yeah. That sounds about right. But the tea was fine. This caterpillar shit tea. It was okay. Didn't buy any. Because I didn't want caterpillar shit tea. I didn't want it there just hanging out. Here's another shop that was cute. This was very cute. It was all secondhand teaware. I actually picked something up from them. Oh, I left it in... I need to go, like, grab it. I'll show you all the tea tools, because I wanted to show you some of my haul. some of what I bought. Because I got quite a bit, and a few things that I was really meaning to get. I'm a grandma. See, the thing is, like, none of this stuff here really appealed to me. I'll show you guys what I bought. Oh, thank you, Glitch Pal. Isn't the owl cute? I'm currently being humphed by Slush. I hope that is acceptable. Yeah, Aqua Monster, exactly. It's cute, but not something I get. I'm the same way. What is the dog biting me? That's Slush. If you enjoy the way that they are gripping onto my face, go and follow them. Yeah, kitschy. Kitschy is a good way of putting it. I'm not really into kitschy tea stuff. Hey guys, guess what I have done? I have set up my camera, and I would like to show you all the stuff that I picked up. But give me a second because I realized I forgot one thing. Let me go and grab it real quick. I'll be just like a second. Okay, I'm back. Hi. Okay, everything should be set up. Yeah, let me adjust the focus real quick. I want to get this looking good. Well, I'll put on autofocus. So if I do this. Yep. The autofocus is iffy. I do. There. I'm gonna put it on auto. Fine. Whatever. See if I care. It'll be fine. Hey, everyone. Look. I have my space set up. Oh, Gen Cat, thanks for the 17 months. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Is my tea tray. Now, this is my tea tray that I've had for a very long time. But look at this. So first of all, I know that you all will be excited about this. It's a tea pet. I finally have a tea pet. Look at this little fella. He's a good fella. He's a little snake. I love his bleb. Come on, focus. Please. Please focus. There we go. Look at the little fella. Can we get some little fellas in chat? The little fella. Come on, focus. Please. I'm going to do this manually because fuck this. I don't care anymore. I will go to the trouble of doing the focus on this shitty little slider. There. Look at him. He's very, very cute. And there's a little hole in the back, which I believe is for incense, but I don't use incense. But he was too cute not to get. Yeah, deep bet. Oh, thanks to the 100 bits, Emmy. Yeah, it's his neck. So, you might be wondering, hey Fred, what is a tea pet for? Well, I'll show you, actually, and I will demonstrate with what I think might have been my favorite physical pickup of the convention. This is a specialty item made by a local ceramic artist. Look at this. This is such a beautiful teapot. I saw this and I just loved it. However, funny enough, this is not for me. I got this for Vex. But I'm using it in the meantime. And it is beautiful. I got it partially because it's a great beginner's teapot. It's got a nice wide open top. So it's easy to clean out. It's not a seasoning pot. So you can just use any tea in it and not have to worry. Yeah, breaking it in for them. Exactly. Yeah, the glaze is what really got me. I love the fact that each side of the teapot has a really unique look to it. And the pour is beautiful. Watch this. Well, I'll go ahead. I'll just put some cold water in it real quick. Just so I can show you how it pours. So, in case you were wondering what a teapot is for, a teapot is for this. So you don't have to just pour it directly into the tray if you need to dump water. Yeah, it's bath time. Red Scare. It's not necessarily that certain clays are better for certain teas. It's that some clays are seasoning. Like some pots are made from porous clay, and the oils from the tea will get into the clay and change the flavor of teas that are made after it, which is great. But those kind of teas, you want to have just a single kind of tea for it. And there are some teas that don't do well in it. So like you don't want to do senchas, and you don't want to do green teas in a seasoning pot. But this is not. This is just a normal teapot. I also got another gift because Alfhilda does not have a gaiwan. I got her a Japanese style one. I forget what this is called. The only difference between like a Chinese gaiwan and a Japanese one, there are some smaller differences, but the big one is that Japanese ones have a spout like this, like a little opening. Yeah, I've seen Assassin's teapots. Those are funny. I don't think I don't think that this is a shiboridashi. I think shiboridashi are flatter. And actually, funny that you say that. I got one. We'll take a look. But this is made by the same person who made this teapot. It's very beautiful. But alongside these, I got this. You can tell, I think there's some tea leaves clinging to it because I already used it for sencha. But this is a Japanese style, very flat, specifically for sencha. I've been needing something like this. Ooh, Reverend Joe, we'll take that recommendation. But yes, it's very flat, specifically for sencha. It's very nice. It has been very useful. But these are my tea-making apparatuses that I got. And actually, to the point of Japanese tea, I got something else. I need to, like, make room. I'll leave that teapot there because I just love it. I also got this. It is specifically for holding a matcha whisk. I need to leave the matcha whisk on there because otherwise I'm going to get banned. I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. It's not. I promise. But yeah, this is... I've been needing something like this for my matcha whisk. I've just been kind of laying it down. It doesn't have a flared base. Oh my god. No, don't alert Chrono. Another thing that I got that was very cute is this set. It is here. It doesn't quite fit on camera, but it is a... it's a tea tool set. Comes with a few things. Comes with a little scoop for tea. Like this. What's a matcha whisk for? Would you like me to demonstrate? Because I could make matcha for us. Like, I can show you guys how to make matcha. This is actually for cleaning out tea leaves from the spout of a teapot. So check this out. Teapots, most teapots will have a little filter you can see in there. It looks almost like a bug made it right in here. It strains out the tea leaves, keeps the tea leaves from coming through the spout. You can use this to clean it out. You can sort of just you can jam this in and poke the tea leaves out. You can also use like a pu'er pick if you have one. I'm going to demonstrate butt plug use on stream. Yes. This is also for grabbing tea leaves. Just tongs. They're just tongs. Nothing fancy. Oh. Yeah. And then this, I'm not sure what it's for. I think it's like for pu'er, maybe? Trypophobia? Yeah. I think that these tongs just broke. Fuck. Oh, well, the rest of it's fine. Oh, well, it was cheap. It was really cheap. But then, beyond this, I got a bunch of tea. Maybe I can repair? Nah, it's not a big deal. It still works. So, a few things I picked up. Oh, right. Wait a minute. The matcha is in a bag. I'm going to have to unload it. So, there were a few teas that I was very impressed by that I would recommend if you are curious. Like, because all of these teas you'll be able to order. So one of the first things that I tested was actually tea made in the Pacific Northwest. Minto Island, their green tea is unreal. Absolutely delicious. Their fresh harvest, their newest harvest from this spring, unbelievable. Would highly recommend. I also picked up some really nice sencha. This I've already opened and tasted. Well, I mean, I tasted it while I was there, but this is from Jugetsudo. You can see, I don't want to, let's see, it's going to be hard to like show off the leaves. Maybe I should just make it. You know what, I'll make some matcha, but then I'll also make some sencha. From the same people, this is a really interesting tea. It is a green tea flavored with peach. I tried it iced when I was at the tea convention, because obviously iced tea when it was 95 degrees was a very popular item. And I'm going to try making this iced today, and I'm going to let you all know how it is. I mean, I know how it is. It's delicious. There were a couple of surprises, though. A couple of things that took me off guard. One of them was a baozhang. Here, look at how fat this is. This is competition-style baozhang from spring of this year. How much do you think I paid for this much tea? Like, for this really nice tea. Like, really nice tea. This is 150 grams. I paid $45 for this. $45 for 150 grams of some really good competition-style baozhang. A fucking steal. That's a brick of cocaine, isn't it? We're gonna find out. It's a lot. No, 100, like, $45 for 150 grams of competition-style baozhang is really good. Really good. No, I am very impressed that I was able to get this big chunker. Yeah, so Tanny Meteor, something to point out. So it might be kind of hard to think about this. So comparing the price to like coffee, right? If I were to drink nothing but this tea for a month, assuming that I use 5 grams every time, right? Like, and that is a lot, right? That is a lot of tea leaves to be using for a kind of tea like this, just for myself. I'd say like 3.5 grams will last me all day. That's enough to like make tea out of this little teapot. This will last me for over a month if I do not drink any other beverage. And again, this is very high quality tea. Like, this is specialty. And then another tea that surprised me very much. So this baozhang is from Floating Leaves. This is from China. I need to double check like precisely where it's from, but I actually got to taste it. Oh, hey, Pixel. This tea was one of the biggest surprises of the festival. This is an oolong from Vietnam. I was not expecting, like, I just wasn't expecting Vietnamese tea. And I got to try it. This is goddamn delicious. It has the savoriness of a Taiwanese oolong, while having the sort of fruity notes of an Indian black tea. Absolutely fantastic. Massive surprise. Apparently it's like their best-selling tea, which is not surprising to me at all. Oh my god. Holy cow. Hold on. Beep crank. 50 subs? Are you sure? Like are you completely sure? Like, beep? Really? I got married like a month ago. Time to spread the wealth. Oh my god. Well, thank you. Oh my god. What, did you marry into wealth? Oh my god. Thank you. Holy cow. Yeah, you guys, you know what we have to do now, right? Well, I gotta get canceled. Because we have to, like, by proxy, get all of the people who got a gift sub canceled. It's like, what, you're sub to that Frederick Knudsen guy? The one who got canceled? Isn't Frederick Knudsen the guy who did that Toxic Gossip Train song? I've solidified a strong alliance. Ah, I see. I see you are learning well from Crusader Kings. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my god. Well, I budgeted for the tea festival, but, thank you for... for making it have less of an impact on my wallet. Jesus. Thank you so much. Oh, and an anonymous person gifted out a sub as well. Thank you too. Pixel, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my, everyone, why are you being so supportive? I'm just sharing tea. I just got a bunch of tea. Ah. Isn't Frederick Knudsen that guy that kisses blue dogs? You know what? Close enough. Close enough. Share the Thai tea. I didn't pick up any tea from Thailand, I'm afraid. Dog Kisser Central. How do I store my tea after I open it? A lot of teas you can store in like in the bag. The bag is good enough. But I like to have tins where I can help it. Actually, I have a lot of like not as good tea that is sitting in my tins right now that I need to run through. It's sitting there. I've been getting really like tastier tea, and now I don't want to go back to the tea that is languishing in my tins. So I also got the matcha. This was nice. I also needed matcha from Sugimoto. Very nice. People are donating more because you are showing off so much more skin than usual. Yes, rising pressure. You absolutely want your tea sealed. Otherwise, it starts to oxidize. I'll let you know something. All teas that are still good taste radically different from one another. All tea that has gone bad tastes the same, like sucking on a penny, because it oxidizes. Isn't Fred the owl that drank caterpillar shit? Yes, I can now say I've had caterpillar shit tea. Isn't it a capital crime for a VTuber to show real skin? So when is the raid on Lord Ethelstan? That dude shows face and just doesn't give a shit, and bless him. This is the RTX model. Yeah, exactly. It's got the lumberjack flannel, damn right. With like the band shirt. You can kind of see a little bit of it. Anyone recognize that? Anyone recognize the design? But no, Scorn. But no, why don't we make some matcha? Fuck it. It's sick? Yeah, it's Demon Hunter. The only good Christian metal band. Okay. Alright, see you later, Glitch Pal. But God, Beep Crank, thank you so much. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the 50 gifted subs. This is an English professor fit? Damn right. Maybe one day I go back and get my PhD. I've thought about it. I kind of want to. I know I could. It would just take a lot of focus, a lot of time. If you sin enough, it loops her back around to being based. The only option is commit more sin. Alright, well, time for feet. Emmy, thanks for the 100 bits. Got a bubble matcha milk tea. Huh. Nice. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to get a pair of scissors. I am going to open up this bag so you can see all the matchas in a little bag here. I am going to open this up, put the matcha into the tin, and we'll make some matcha together. How about that? We'll use the butt plug. We'll use the butt plug. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Like, a few minutes. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Hold on a second. I'm not even going to mute my mic. Not worth it. Not worth it. Hey. Okay. Alright. I'm back. Let's see. I'll adjust just a little bit. Here we go. Okay, we need to move things. Grab this. Damn, boy, were you frying chicken in there? Haha. Okay, here are the implements that we are going to need to make matcha. First, we need the matcha bowl. That's what we're actually going to be drinking the matcha out of. Do I just use tap water? I use filtered water. The problem is that tap water, even good tap water, you'll still have some like flavor in it, and it'll mess with the tea. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, we're also going to need this fella. Just for scooping out some tea. Some leaf. Matcha is a little, like, it's funny how it's not quite as involved. Okay. What are we gonna do? Pop this open. Amp. 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 These scissors need a little cleaning. Okay. Forever chemical. Oh, yeah, you can see, look at all that powder in there. So anyway, we make this into a line and we snort it. Oh dear. Oh, the matcha powder. Got in my throat all the way from there. Here we go. Matcha goes bad pretty quickly because it's ground up tea leaf. Did it all get in there? Okay. Wow. Okay. God, look at that color. You can't see it. Let me show you all. Did I get all of it? I'm not going to get literally all of it. That's okay. Oh, that smells strong. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. God, that color is unreal. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the water going. How hot do you usually make matcha at? Like I'm gonna go 150. Just to be safe. And then we're going to use this to scoop out, I believe, 2 scoops. Usually is what you go with. You guys can see that all right? Get that in there. Anyone know off the top of their head? Google says 176 Fahrenheit. That's gonna make it bitter. I don't know. It sounds like too much. Is that enough? That's not enough. You filter your water for matcha? I do. I'm just doing 150 Fahrenheit. Let's see. Is that enough? Here. That's not enough. I think we need a third. I'm just kind of eyeballing it right now. Lovely. The water's heating. Are there places where tea-curious people can taste a lot of different teas? Yeah. You can find like tea festivals around. But also there are tea tasting rooms. It's kind of hard to like figure out where to get plugged in though. Here we go. That'll be fine. Yeah, I actually, I don't remember the specific, like the specifications for making matcha, so I'm just kind of eyeballing it. This might taste terrible. We'll find out. Oopsie daisy. Parking lot of a pub. Yeah, you just like bend down, drink the water on the ground. If someone gave you shit for drinking 20-year-old teas, how'd you respond? I'd say have more respect. I've tasted 40-year-old teas. I actually got to taste a 40-year-old aged tea at the tea festival. God, it was good. Expensive as hell, though. Absolutely, like, wild expensive. There we go. Okay. Here we go. That might have been a little bit much water, but... Ooh, that scent. Very strong. Okay. You want to make it a little bit frothy. That's fine. We'll have to rinse this off. In fact, I'll rinse it off right now. Oop. Here we go. Let's give it a taste. Mmm. Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. Look at this. Can I do a proper tea ceremony? I actually do not know the process. Oh, a hair? Wait. Is a hair in there? Where? I'm looking. Where do you see a hair? Shrek's Swamp. Yeah, you guys, this is how you make Shrek's bathwater. Hmm. You guys, I made this absolutely perfect. Wow, this is good. Mmm. You can really taste the ass crack. Start the Fred ceremony. Make my own tea ceremony. Oh, gotta sweat. Wow, this is nice. Okay, you know what, everyone? I am going to let you all choose. What do we make after I'm done with the matcha? Because I would like to choose a tea to make. The hair is in my matcha whisk. Oh, there it is. Wait, this isn't a hair. This is... It's a strand of, like... some sort of microplastic. Looks like a... No, that's not hair. The thread of some sort. It's one of Shrek's ass crackers. Delicious. Plastic in my tea. Oh, thanks for the 100 bits, Valcom. Reminds you of the first Fred stream you saw. What, the Shrek? The Shrek swamp water? Catch you later, Pixel. Wow, this is really good. I don't think I actually tasted this. Or they made it, like, really, really strong. Okay, no, hard recommend on this. Here, I'll show you guys again. Sugimoto. Mizuki Matcha. If you pick it up, you know, and they're like, hey, are there any notes about your order, right? Like, or any review? Let them know, like, oh, Frederick Knudsen showed me. They have a website on the back here. Just Sugimoto USA. Let me adjust. Come on. There. Excellent tea. Goodness gracious. Discount code FATNUTSOWL. Oh. The man who invented monk shit tea. That is so nice. I haven't had any tea yet today. Oh no, what if I get like addicted to matcha? Just like start having it every day. No, I can't have more teas. Why is matcha so bright green compared to other tea? There are a couple reasons. One has to do with like the kind of tea leaf that is used. In fact, you know what? I'll make a poll, but I could show you what sencha looks like. But Japanese green tea just is that vibrant green, and then when the tea leaf is broken up, that color becomes even more vibrant because it's powdered. Like, this is just tea leaf. Yeah, it does kind of taste like, it has that vegetal flavor to it. But this is richer. I will say that this matcha is richer than that. Matcha will crack you the hell out. Yes, actually, the majority of teas, I do not feel a psychoactive effect at all. But with sencha specifically just fucking wires me. And I think it has to do with the amount of L-theanine in it. Or L-theanine? Do I think I have a caffeine addiction? No. Caffeine doesn't really do much for me. Unless it's like in the amounts of coffee, then it just makes me anxious. It doesn't make me more awake or focused. Like, I can fall asleep after drinking caffeine without a problem, but it makes me anxious. But tea is fine. But I have gone like a couple of weeks without tea, and like recently, and I was fine. I didn't have any headaches or anything, so I don't think I have a dependency. I drink a lot of tea just because I love tea, but like I don't go into withdrawals if I don't have it. That is so smooth, you guys. It's like creamy. Like, it has a really creamy texture to it. Wow, this is nice. No, I'm not addicted, I just really like it. Like I said, you know, I'll go, like, I went like 2 weeks, I think, recently, without tea. When I was away from my stuff. Yeah, grizzly boar, that golden oolong is very expensive. I'm not addicted, I swear. I mean, I also play a lot of video games, but frankly, I'm probably more addicted to video games than I am tea. Fund my tea addiction. I'm gonna level with you. Tea is still less expensive than coffee. In most cases, anyway. If I'm not mistaken about, like, the price of coffee, you can get, like, really nice tea for the price of okay coffee. And tea is significantly healthier. Yes, true. What tea was the most disappointing? I was expecting more from the caterpillar shit tea. I was expecting it to really, like, gross me out or have some sort of really interesting, unique property. Nah. Not really. Prepackaged iced tea? Oh, what, like, already steeped? No, that's trash. Like, that's... No, that's not anything. Arizona tea? I have a funny relationship with Arizona iced tea because when on my final drive home after getting my undergrad degree, my undergrad degree, like, college was a very, you know, I'd say the education was good, but that period of my life was very dark. And so I finish my undergrad degree, and just before I start the drive away, my last drive away from living in that college town, I picked up an Arizona iced tea. Very sweet. And while it was in the cup holder, it splashed around everywhere and made the interior of my car sticky. That is my experience with Arizona iced tea. I'm gonna do a poll. Or you know what? No. No, I know what I want. I know what I want right now. We are going to make some sencha the right way. This is what we're gonna have after this. I'll show you all how to make sencha. A lot of matcha I've had is rather bitter, and I've just kind of assumed, oh, that's part of it. You guys, this is not bitter. Like, at all. How do you draw Fred enjoying his creamy tea without looking suspect? You don't. You don't. A little bit of leaf left at the bottom. That's okay. Wait, sticky glue spit. Yo, wait, how are you not getting in trouble for the gasm? What the fuck? I'm gonna drink this. Rip. Okay. You all ready for sencha? We'll move the matcha butt plug. The emote has been with you since day one. Damn. Oh, I don't have anything to measure out my leaves. Or how much. Because I think it's like 2.5 grams for sencha. I don't make a lot of sencha. Not big enough for Twitch to care, based. Okay, you know what, everyone? I'm going to go and get my scale so I can measure out just the right amount of tea leaves. I'm still getting used to Japanese green tea. I'll be back in just a minute. I'm not even going to mute my mic, because fuck you. Yes, it's my drug scales. It's the scale for which the Amazon page had an image of a woman measuring out the weight of a fat bud. Super fat bud. Look at this. Like, this is the kind of scale that you use to measure out weed. Illicit weed. Shit's sticky. Purple. It's gonna be the two of us. Okay. I'm gonna measure out the sencha. Take like 2 seconds. Ah! Yeah, it came with a silica packet. Which I left in, because it's a great idea. We'll be a little conservative with the leaf. Because sencha is a bit bitter. And I don't feel like a ton of bitterness today. There, I'll leave that there in case you guys want to see it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we are going to eat. Oh shoot, what is this called again? I'm forgetting what it's called. Damn it. Here you go, little fellow. All right. There we go. Yuboridashi, it's a catch-all for Japanese style gaiwans. Gotcha. Here you go, look at that. Beautiful. Ah, it smells really vegetal too. All Japanese teas just smell really vegetal. You will find almost nothing but sencha and matcha in Japan. That is so lovely. I'm going to increase the temperature up to 155. Small changes in temperature will make a big difference with matcha. Not for the faint of heart. Also, I know that my teacup is a little stained. I use it literally every day. Yeah, can we get some sniffas? Sniffas in chat? Vegetables! I love that emote so much. And I'll count out 40 seconds, because we're the first soup we're gonna do for 40 seconds. And then second soup is gonna be like 20. Maybe we do 45, 50. Sencha's fishy for you? No, that's valid. Not for everyone. Okay. I'll actually, whoops. The I'll set the timer here. Hashtag B-sex. That good? The angle I'm at is kind of weird. Nice. Sticky. Purple. You know, there are a lot of ways to hold it. I'm trying to figure out how I like to hold it. I think that this might just be fine for me. Right now, the tea leaves are waking up. Ooh, this is letting in a lot of leaf. Whoopsie daisy. Conservative enough with how I put the lid on. That's okay, though. See there, some leaf got in there. That's okay. We'll dump it. Let's give it a taste. Like, you can see how cloudy it is. Look at that. Chunky. That is really nice. Smooth. Yes, so Iran Copper is saying, I get the impression that blending sencha with matcha is reasonably common. Yes, it is very common to like powder sencha with matcha. A smoother tea. Yes. I hope you all don't mind that this has basically become my my morning tea with all of you. I hope it's comfy. I hope it is comfy. Also, the tea pet I think has a so people are debating the usefulness of a tea pet. There is, as far as I can tell, personally from my experience, that there is one use for a tea pet. Pouring the water over the tea pet means that the water has a chance to cool down before it hits the base of the tea tray, because really intense changes in temperature can damage ceramic like this that isn't made for it, or maybe is a little more fragile or brittle. This definitely has cracked once when I poured boiling water into it directly. You're right, it is no longer morning. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the leaves after they've been steeped once. Beautiful. Look at that vivid green. It is very vivid in real life as well. That's not just the camera. Super sticky. Eat the leaf? Some people do. I don't want to right now. I will do that with Malfung. If Malfung is a Chinese green tea, if a leaf of Malfung gets into my cup, I'll eat it because it's tasty. Wet sencha looks edible. Yeah. Yeah, this wires me. God, I can. This is the only tea that I have that actually has a noticeable psychological effect on me, or psychochemical. I think I'm actually going to get these leaves back in. Don't know if this is good form, but a lot fell out. I'm sort of learning a bit more about sencha with you guys. This is not a tea that I typically make, but I really like my shiboridashi. Now, I will give you guys a tip for making tea. When you are pouring the water onto the leaves, or well, you know, when you're starting a steep, where you pour the water does make a difference. For really sensitive leaves like these, and leaves that have not been steeped very much, pouring the water directly over the leaves will make a much stronger brew, which is not necessarily what you want. Agitating the leaves will often release more tannins, which is what makes tea bitter. So pouring the water directly onto the leaves can make the tea more bitter. Not necessarily something that you want. You want the natural bitterness. You don't want to agitate the leaves at all, usually. Okay. Short steep. Let's make sure we get all of the broth out. There's a little bit left in there. That right there is flavor. Taking y'all to Flavor Town. Steep 2. Usually you get about 3 steeps out of sencha. But yeah, look. It's very cloudy. The leaves look like Popeye spinach. Yeah, a little bit. Did you rinse non-organic teas? That's up to you. Rinsing is a personal choice. I know that some studies have been done, and for non-organic teas, and just teas in general, doing a rinse will get rid of some pesticides. So if you're worried about that, yeah, do a rinse. But I would not recommend you rinse sencha, just because the first steep is so rich. This steep is more bitter, just because the leaves have woken up. And that steep was a little bit longer. Do they have genetically engineered tea leaves? I mean, there's breeding, right? Like you do crossbreeds of plants. That's normal though. That's just how you do agriculture. Tea leaf fucks, yes. Well, I mean, why else would you have this? Right? Unless the tea leaf fucks. Red Scare, I think that sencha, it's worth steeping 3. Golem, to the breeding holes. I could not believe that fucking line. But no, sencha, legit, it has a significant psychoactive effect. It makes me very focused. Some tea companies legit just paint on flavoring. Oh god. Ugh. What are my thoughts on pu'er teas? I like them. Not big on raw pu'er. Don't really enjoy it very much, but I enjoy ripe pu'er quite a bit. Definitely more bitter. Don't mind me just letting myself... I mean, I'm not waking up. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. I slept fitfully. I'm just vibing right now. I hope you all don't mind the vibe. Something that was very nice about the tea convention was that there was a man had set up a little table for 5 people. And he wasn't selling anything, he was just making tea and saying, "Hey, like come and sit and talk." And like it's very chaotic in there. Come over here and chill. I think I got bit by like 6 mosquitoes while I was sitting there, but it was worth it. I have some mosquito bites. Hey, Mom. No, Mom, don't worry. I know how to get them out. Just one of me does it. I did it again recently. Yeah, I met a person very much like Uncle Iroh. So this was so lovely, you guys. I had a wonderful experience at this table. While I was sitting there with my friends, I went there with a friend, and then he brought along his friend. While we were sitting there, in fact, I'll show you all the table. Let me pull that up. I have a photo of this table. Here we go. Yeah, this was the table we were sitting at. Now, I was sort of in the middle. While I was sitting there, an old man with a thick Chinese accent sits down next to me. And we're all just talking, and this man is a font of knowledge. He has this thick accent. I remember I was talking about how a lot like during the Chinese Cultural Revolution, that Mao Zedong, right, like during his reign, he ordered all of the tea trees, the old tea trees, chopped down and only if like a lot of these trees, well, not very many, but some of these trees were saved by moving them to Taiwan. And that's why Taiwanese tea is actually closer to older Chinese tea. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Loren here now. So I mentioned this, right? Like Mao Zedong had all of like the tea trees chopped down. And then this old man chimes in and he says, well, it wasn't just to get rid of the culture. The reason that they chopped down all of the tea trees was because the way he put it was, Mao said, no, people don't need to drink tea, they need food, they need to eat. He chopped down the tea trees so that they could grow rice on the mountainside. Like, at high elevation. It didn't go hot. Not like this. So, yeah, that's not how that works. So, this was stupid. This is, by the way, like, it is my understanding that this was not an isolated incident with Mao. This was not an isolated incident. He did shit like this all the time. So, this sucks. Right, like, that sucked. But, there is, so this man explained that not all was lost. Because after the Cultural Revolution, and they stopped trying to grow rice on the mountainside, the old tea planters, the old tea growers, discovered something. They had chopped down all of the trees, but apparently the roots of some of these trees had survived. and some of the tea trees started growing back. Now, I cannot vouch for the veracity of any of this, but I'll believe it, right? Like, I believe that there is perhaps some embellishment, but I will believe that that happened. Good metaphor at the very least, right? And trees are very hardy. That was, like, he was full of interesting stories like this. What, like, I'm thinking, like, that story was especially interesting. He also had a very funny anecdote, which I was able to corroborate with Aoife. I learned of, like, the big honkin' brick of competition-style baozhong because... Ooh, let me get rid of this image. Wait, there. I learned about this because I tasted it at that table. Like this big 150 grams for 45 bucks. A steal. Quite frankly, a steal. You see that and you don't turn it down. It is called baozhong. And he explained that baozhong is a very common kind of tea to drink just before a test. Like, just before specifically college entrance exams. Students will drink baozhong just before taking college entrance exams because, and I kid you not, and I have verified this with someone from China, it's because baozhong sounds like the Chinese phrase for guaranteed acceptance. I love little bits of culture like this. I absolutely love it. It's so human. It is so human. I think that there's a very strong tendency in America to sort of mysticize Asian countries. Like, oh, here are the Indian mystics who have hidden tantric secrets, and oh, Chinese kung fu masters who know about, like, the spirit. Now these motherfuckers just drink tea that sounds like guaranteed acceptance before they do a test to get into college. Right? Like, they're just people, man. Their cultures can be fascinating and, like, incredible, and there could be great wisdom in them. But then you have, like, cute stuff like this. And monk shit tea being a degree of separation. Yeah. Right. Right. I mean, like, monk shit tea. The whole joke behind monk shit tea is the way that white people mysticize Asian culture. Con artists, yeah. If you're interested in some of the con artistry in America of Chinese culture, look up Oki's weird stories about, what was it, Cobra Kai? Well, not Cobra Kai, what was it? Let me look this up again. Here we go, Oki's weird stories. It was... Count Dante, that's who it was. Count Dante, the deadliest man who ever lived. Fake martial arts bullshit. They do ball torture. Oh, yeah, no, Ika Pika, I have seen some of this. CBT Kung Fu. You all have been so accommodating of me and just, like, wanting to drink tea. Wanting to do sippy. This is great. I'm so glad. That old man was very funny. He also talked about another thing, because I ran into this dude a few times, because I was there for 6 hours. Oh, it was so cute, right? So this man is talking about tea stories. He's just sharing information about tea. And while he is sitting there, a woman comes up and speaks to him in Chinese, and he says, "Oh, this is my wife." And his wife just smiles and sits down and says, "Oh yeah, he won't shut up about tea." Like starts ribbing him, and just like the most good-natured way, right? Like this is very loving. I'm like, "Aw." Yeah, it was really cute. Like, if you get him talking about tea, he won't shut up. And then I told her, like, right in front of him, right? I said, "Your husband is absolutely delightful." And then this old man, he's got like a long, a long thin beard, right? He's just like, oh, he gets all bashful. It's so cute. It was so cute. What a lovely, sweet, just good energy. It was good vibes. The tea festival was very good vibes. As they would put it, the chi was very good. So that's actually something interesting. When I was at the tea festival last time, people would talk about the chi of a tea, right? Like this tea has a particular chi. And I was thinking that it was some sort of spiritual practice or some sort of spiritual belief. But then I had an interesting experience. Toward the end of the festival, I sat down with one of the vendors because these vendors would just lay out some ads and just start serving tea to people. Not even necessarily to like sell it, just because you want to sit down and sip tea with people, right? Like inviting people in to come and sit and chat, or not even chat. Because sometimes I would sit there and he would just sit there too, sipping tea, looking into the distance and thinking, like clearly in thought. And then another vendor would come up and sit there, and they're not even necessarily like talking about something the entire time. They were just comfortable in the silence. And that's when I realized, when people are talking about the chi of tea, they're not talking... I think maybe some of them have a spiritual belief about it. But I think what's even more essential to it is that when they refer to chi, they mean the vibes. Because you know what tea people are really after? I realized? Like tea nerds, you know, the people who are really into tea. They're just looking for a good vibe. And I am not even exaggerating, because while I was sitting there with these people, listening to two vendors talk to each other, one of them talked about how they had set up a tea space for watching cult movies. I like cult films. I realized, why did he set up that space? Because the vibes were good. Because the vibes were good. And that's really what tea people are after. That's what people who are really into tea are after. Why are tea pets here? Really? Because it's a vibe. Because the vibe is good. Because it's cute to pour water onto a small fella. Because they like it. That's it. That's all it is. Well, at its core, right? Some people attach other significance onto it, but at its core, that's what it's really about. Getting a good vibe. And tea is just another way to get a good vibe. It's part of the vibes. And why is tea a good vibe? Because it aids, like the chemical properties of tea, the psychoactive properties of tea aid in focus and calmness. The practice itself is meditative. There's a precision to it, but also there's something personal to it because everyone likes tea prepared in a slightly different way. It's personal, and it's a process, and you gradually learn how you like to prepare tea, but by the time you've figured out how you like to prepare a tea, there's new tea that's been harvested and is ready. It is an eternal process. Chachi, yeah. This little thing, Ika Pika, is basically a Japanese gaiwan. I already forget what it's called. Yuboridashi. There you go. Is wood okay as a tea pet? Probably, as long as it's lacquered right. This last one is less bitter, much more vegetal. What about copper? Copper would probably oxidize. Probably not a great choice. Is mayonnaise a tea pet? Loren tea pet. What? Oh, that would be cute. An owl. So many branding opportunities. These might be more realistic than you think. Legitimate merch idea. Yeah, potentially. Urine copper? The problem that I'm thinking of is that the rust would start to drip down into the basin of the tea tray and stain it and damage it. I am very much in a vibe mood right now. If a chat member spreads misinformation to a tea streamer, does that mean they got Guy Wand? Hey Spectral, can we ban Chanton Wolf? Is that a thing that we can do right now? I haven't really tried any heicha. No, there are lots of teas that I haven't tried yet. Garamus who spitballed making Loren tea pets and stopped my quest since I don't have any access to kilns anymore. Oh. You know, like Shigoli ravioli, if you start doing that, like if you started like making them and like shipping them to friends, right? Like, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Just give me one. Genmaicha? Oh, you didn't like Genmaicha? Huh, you're like the one person I know who doesn't like Genmaicha. Wow. Oh, here, take a look at the liquor for the last steep. It is not as cloudy. You can see that at the top there are some leaves. There's a little bit. It's not powder, but a little bit of leaf there, but it's not nearly as cloudy. Yes, Graphy, the tea festival was absolutely lovely. I'm just telling some stories. What are some other good stories that happened there? There were a lot of stories at the tea festival. Let's see, I sat down, like I said, I sat down with that old man. I ran into him a few times, and that was cute. There was a moment where I went over to one of the booths, and the dude behind the counter, who was a white dude, just suddenly starts breaking out into Chinese, chatting with this guy like they were old friends, because they probably were. They probably were old friends. And I felt like I was on the outside, but I also felt like I was experiencing a friendship with many years and much context behind it. I did meet Uncle Iroh. It felt like it. A very sweet and silly old man with a lot of knowledge. I long for his vibes. I want to exude his chi. I hate tea. They suck dicks. Not America enough. Fuck tea. They bitter and need 6 tablespoons of sugar to drink. There was a little bit of sweetened tea there. Graphy, what? Wait. Tromping up. What? There's nothing on my head. What are you talking about? What? Huh? I apologize for the long tracts of silence. I'm just in a vibe right now. I think we did find a raid message, Schnee. I guess. The silence is a sign of good chi. That is one thing that was remarkable, is these people who were sitting around, right? Like who were sitting and making tea. No pressure to talk. No pressure to keep up conversation. Just, if you want to be silent, then be silent. There's no need to keep up an appearance. Yeah. Just if you want to be quiet for a bit, you don't have anything to say, that's fine. It was nice. I strongly suspect that, and also another thing that was interesting, no expectation of eye contact either. Right? Like people were, and I think that's one nice thing about tea. You don't have to maintain eye contact. Usually, like, people are usually looking at the tea set. They're looking at the tea. They're appreciating it. They're enjoying it because, you guys, this tea, the scent of the leaves, the color, just the aesthetics of the tea itself. This is part of the experience. Like, enjoying this right here. This is part of tea. Everything about tea is part of it. How the tea leaves feel, how they look. Das Auge tränkt mit. Genau. You know, now that I think about it, I think tea lends itself well to people with autism. Because you're doing, like, you're doing something, you're appreciating something, there's no demand to look other people in the eye, silence is absolutely fine. Autism. Exactly. There's a non-zero chance that a lot of people there had autism. In fact, the people from Minto Island Tea Company, I was standing there from these people when I was chatting with them. He said that there's not a lot of money in tea. There's very little money in tea, in fact. And most of the money that they make goes back into tea. Either like like stuff to make better or more tea, or just buying other people's tea. But there really is not a lot of money in specialty tea. Very little. It's the reason why corporations are unlikely to muscle in. Because it's a small market. It's growing, but it's still, like, only relatively, right? It's still small. And another thing that was very interesting is none of these vendors were terribly competitive with one another. They're all friends. They all know each other. They all like hang out with each other. They go over to each other's tea shops and drink tea together. They talk about their tea. They just sip with each other. They share with each other. And there's just no impetus to fight. Because everyone has their own niche as well. They're not really competing. Not really. So it's just chill. It's chill. They all just want good tea. And to make enough to make a living and keep drinking tea. It's very interesting. And it really doesn't sound like there's any corporation trying to muscle in. Like, Starbucks tried with Teavana, but I don't think it made much of a stir. Like, these people weren't worried. Togetherness. What, -2? Did I make a pun? Get star fucked. Yeah, no, they got fucked on that investment. Ugh, this matcha was so tasty. I want more of it. But like, I already had a bowl, and then I had sencha. This is gonna get me wired. God, do I do it? You guys, here, you know what? You guys wanna see me make matcha again? You forgot about Teavana? Yeah, so did everyone else. Bailey, hey there. How are you doing? It is definitely possible to get tea drunk, by the way. Drink a bunch. Preserve the tea? Unless there's another one you want to try? Not right now, really. Ivana was a nice entry point, but Nightingale? There are better places to go for tea right now. In fact, if you want to get started on tea, gonna level with you. Minto Island is a good place to start. Like, I'm just kind of looking at this. Right there, green tea. The trick is that you need to be careful with temperature with a green tea like this. You only live once. Can you get bloated from tea? Nah, not really. Nah. I couldn't imagine getting bloated on tea. You are drunk. What difference does the second bowl make? No. I mean, it's not bad, right? Like, now you know what? I want a little more matcha. Screw it. I'm doing it. I want to make more matcha. Because this matcha is absolutely delicious. So we'll move this stuff out of the way. For those who missed it, who didn't get to see me make matcha before, bring the temperature down. There. Do I want Loren on during TCam? Only when I'm looking. Let me turn off Loren for a moment. Okay, step 1. Here, get a good look at this matcha again. Look at that. I am missing a couple steps in making matcha. Like whisking it. Or not the whisking, but breaking up the clumps. That is one thing that I'm not doing, that I'm sure some tea enthusiasts would be annoyed by. Gaia, hey there. Just in time to check out another bowl of matcha. This matcha is too delicious. It is creamy and not bitter at all. Here we go. Look at that. Hard recommend on this matcha. I do want a shallower bowl for this. I don't know how well this is showing on the camera. Creamier eggnog. Exactly. Bailey, if you want some recommendations on good tea, I can help you. Make sure to get all the little bits on the bottom. How'd I do it this time? Let's find out. Shia, I would love you on stream again sometime. I was just thinking about this the other day. It's been too long. Shni, actually yes, matcha is very frequently used as an ingredient. In fact, half the time, matcha is used as an ingredient for desserts. Dang girl, let's do it. Yeah, you down? I would love, Shia, I recently learned about Gemini Home Entertainment. Have you heard of Gemini Home Entertainment? Because I've been meaning to watch that. And I would love to have you along for it. Gemini fucks. Because I would love to do a stream watching it. I've seen just a tiny bit of it. Ah, golly, this tea is lovely. Hard recommend on it. Matcha tea weed cookies. I don't know how the flavor of weed would go with matcha. By the way, Shia, I want you to know that your cover of Golden Shower was good enough to make me mad. I should not be singing it to myself around the apartment. Like, I'm so mad that it was so good. Have you guys... I think we might need to take a little detour, everyone. Because Shia did an interesting song cover recently. I'll take the one on the left. The thing that makes me mad is that the chorus gives me chills. I am so mad about this fact. It's like, is this what people feel when they're like, no, you know what? I'm not going to say that out loud. I'm not saying that. Stand up? No. Wow, no. But no, I can't believe I get goosebumps listening to this. I'm so mad. I'm pretty sure this is illegal? You should say it? No. Stand up, freak. No. You didn't have... Shia, you have incredible... What's a good comparison? Let me think. Hold on. There's got to be a good comparison. You're like the Tom Bombadil of singing. Let me explain. You have incredible power, and you just use it to fuck around. Shia Bun is the Tom Bombadil of singing. Like you could do like you could take the world by storm. Like the power of the One Ring is nothing. You just don't give a fuck. You're gonna sing about fucking a dude in the shower and how you have semen powers. But it's almost like it is terrifying if you were to have used this power for evil. We'd be fucked. Shia has the most gremlin energy. There it is, in case you want it. Not just any shower. Yeah. Oh no, Shia, trust me, I remember your previous song. That, I also couldn't stop singing that to myself. Shia Bun and Mike would become buddies. We need to get Shia and Mike in a room together. Or not. That might be dangerous. I'm going to be introducing Mike to my composer soon, though. I have a few streams I need to do with Mike. Because Mike and I are going to... Mike and Ryan have not seen Sri Chinmoy playing, like, a bunch of instruments. You know what? It's almost like that song is too good. I need to even it out with something shit. How about this? Where is it? Sri Chinmoy. Here we go. Sri Chinmoy concert. The Frankfurt concert. Here we go. What should we listen to him play? How about the violin? Let's listen to him play the violin. I'll balance it out. It's like hot cross buns for lobotomites. What if King Gizzard was like 6 or 7 of this guy? Haunted crossed bungs. Speaking of, it's kind of sad what happened about, like, Lord Bung, isn't it? Do you guys hear about that? The person who was doing, Confinement, the SCP series, and how he got brain rotted. Oh dear. I'm sure there's a hobby drama post about it. Oh dear. Okay, let me go and find this. We're spaghetti bobbing. Yeah, we are spaghetti bobbing hard right now. Hold on. I bet if I search hobby drama on Google. Here we go. So, let's go ahead and read this. Why not? Why not? No, it is a good series. Just something went wrong. Also, I'm not using new Reddit. I'm using old Reddit because fuck new Reddit. We're gonna skip to the important stuff. Let me scoop myself. There we go. Who the fuck uses new Reddit is so heavy and less functional. Ugh. Lumpy Touch, I am not talking about the SCP game. I am talking about an animated series. In fact, maybe we should watch the first episode of it just so people can get a feel for, like, how good it was. Confinement. Episode 1. Hold on. 1? Yeah. Okay, somebody archived them because he deleted all of them from YouTube, so people just re-uploaded them. Because otherwise it would be gone. Look at this shit.
Walk in, ask questions, get out. Walk in, ask questions, get out. Walk in, ask questions, get out. Get out.
Mr. Connor,
Jesus!
remember to speak clearly and precisely to the subject. This one can be very difficult to talk to.
Excuse me. Excuse me, Mr. Ferdinand.
I beg your pardon. I didn't smell you in here. Quite unusual of me, I have to say. I must be coming down with the flu. Well, do take a seat. I'll fetch us some tea.
Alright, cool.
I was just speaking to the Duke of the Highlands about a wonderful new... or was it the Duchess? Their resemblance is uncanny. I trust you don't speak a word of this to either of them on your way out.
Duchess.
Her demeanor is as hairy as her upper lip. Apparently, the Duke's uncle passed away in a terrible swan attack. Tragic, really. He was relentless at badminton. I say, do you partake in the thwacking of the shuttlecock yourself?
Actually, I'm just here to ask you some questions.
Ah. Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here?
Exactly, so question
It's
one.
all any of you fleshy homunculi do these days, eh? Popping into my bloody room and asking me bloody questions, not to have tea or play an honest game of badminton. No, 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 we're all above that. We're all too busy for badminton.
What the fuck is badminton? Mr.
Although I cannot blame you for wanting to avoid this room. Not a single man has walked into my cell without losing his head. Did you know that?
What do you mean? Asshole!
Asshole.
I say, you're not an average chap like the rest of them, are you?
Not technically, no.
You're an abnormality. An SCP like us. You belong here with us.
No. I do not belong here with you. I am not a human atom bomb, I'm not a rapidly evolving virus, and I'm not a Shakespearean cannibal. I work for them.
I've no doubt in my mind of your pathetically feeble and fragile nature, but are you allowed to leave any time you wish,
Dude, you've asked like 5 questions and I haven't even asked one. Can I just...
Just one more. Just one more. Does that hurt?
Yes! That
Does
hurts!
that hurt?
Stop it!
We're going nowhere. Stop the test.
Oomph.
Wow, I haven't gotten the lamp.
Mr. Connor, please exit the containment cell.
I'm out. I don't want to be here when these bodies start voiding their bowels. Fuck you, Mr. Ferdinand.
Fuck you, Mr. Ferdinand. Hey, Alfie. How you doing? Caterpillar poop tea. Yes, I did tell Alfie about the caterpillar poop tea. When I told her about this, she asked, hold on, you know what? Let me go ahead and read the exchange real quick. If I scroll up, shouldn't be too far up, right? Let me see. There we go. Let's see. Wait. Oh, no. Up higher. Okay. Yeah, searching. Here we go. Yeah, I said, this is tea made from tea leaves eaten and crapped out by caterpillars. I tasted it. Pretty good. And then Alfie replied, what's up with you and shit tea?
Hey.
Hey,
How'd the test go?
Not great, but not as bad as the black hole demon.
he's still better than that guy that eats memories. Mind freaks are the worst.
Wait, there's a guy who eats memories?
There is?
I'm gonna hit the hay a little early tonight, guys.
There is?
Cool.
Alright, man, no prob.
Hey, we're not freaks, are we?
What?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get claimed if we keep that going. But yeah, this little series was cool, right? Like, and the animation gets better, the story gets more interesting. But of course, we're not here to watch the entire series. Yeah, this was really good, right, Lumpy? And Bailey, this is right up your alley. I can't explain it. It just has your vibes. Like, I have no explanation beyond it just is your vibe. Now, let's go ahead and check this out. Because we can't just have nice things, you guys. So we all know what SCP is, I think, here. Is there anyone here who doesn't know what SCP is? Like, it's basically a big collaborative writing project, all in Creative Commons. Think something like, I don't know, almost X-Files. Like, there is a, like, that's probably the biggest cultural comparison that can be made. They are containing objects and people and things that, like, cannot be explained naturally. Supernatural things. Warehouse 13 is probably the closest comparison, but I don't think Warehouse 13 was that popular. Ah, God, that matcha is so good. Oh, I'm gonna have to get more. I'm gonna lose so much money to matcha. So what is confinement? Confinement is an animated series by Lord Bung set in and inspired by the SCP universe. It follows Connor. Oh, I love Alfilda. Hey. It follows Connor, an SCP in his own right who cannot die. So we know about this. The series is a black comedy with elements of all kinds of horror mixed in, with each episode having a massive body count, especially when it comes to Connor's own deaths. The animation tends to be simplistic, but the art style is appealing in its simplicity, and the writing carries the show more than anything else. Yeah, the writing is great. Series creator Lord Bung's creative process is mercilessly slow, with 6 months to a year between later episodes, but they're broadly rewatchable, and the SCP community has so much other content to consume that it didn't particularly matter. Yeah, this is... I feel this. I am a slow creator too. Don't worry, I'm gonna try to speed things up after this video. Yeah, Bailey, you too. That is until the long wait failed to pay off. Because episode 7 released on October 16th, 2019 to massive, ridiculous success. More people were on board for the series than ever. The most recent screenshotted record of its view count I could find saw the original upload of episode 7 sitting at 5.3 million views. But until June of 2023, the community heard basically nothing substantial from Bung. Now, you guys, I am personally not happy with my output, right? Like, I want to speed up my pace of creation. Like, I know that this is maybe a case of the pot calling the kettle black. But it has been 2 years since I released a video, but I'm about to drop a 6-hour-long video that has been rather meticulous in its creation. So like, and I've been collecting Patreon money the whole time. I'm not happy that it's taken me so long to make this, but I'm releasing something. Right? Like, I've been cooking. Oh, and by the way, people who have seen early versions of the video have been very positive. 6-hour video equals a 30-minute video every 2 months. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, yeah. I feel a little bit less shitty when I think about it like that. And I put behind the scenes. Yeah, that's true. So, people know I'm cooking. But is it 30 minutes? I guess it is 30 minutes every 2 months. No, that's not bad. Okay. I feel a little bit less bad when you put it that way. So maybe this is a little bit of a pot calling the kettle black situation anyways. But, so since the series exploded in popularity, okay, so the glacial wait after episode 7 dropped was punctuated by pleading from Bung to join her brand new Patreon and fund work on the show. Since the series exploded in popularity, she saw massive returns on that announcement and began to drip feed Patreon followers sneak peeks of the coveted episode 8. Just, by the way, I'm mostly just waiting on animation from Argaxon now. And then the video's gonna drop. And while I'm waiting on him, I'm gonna start work on the video after this one. So like, it's coming. Oh, like for Down the Rabbit Hole, by the way. Like, I'm talking down the rabbit hole on this. Not this. Confinement. Unfortunately, that is dead. Oh, thank you, Nolity. I guess I am a little embarrassed about, like, the release schedule. I burnt out hard, you guys. You guys? You guys, don't do what I did for the first 5 years of production. Take weekends. Like, and don't work 12-hour days. Like, don't do nothing but work for 5 years. It was bad. That was not healthy. But burnout, yummy. No, it was bad. I would do nothing but work. You can ask my mom. My mom still here? Hey mom, if you're still here, like when I was, like she can vouch for that when I was working, when I was still living with my parents. But now she can back, I think she did back it up one time on stream. Yeah, Slush, wait, your jaw game? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, enough about me. From here on, the timeline is fuzzy and mostly hearsay. Since the sources have all been nuked, some of which were impossible to archive, and I was never a Patreon supporter for Lord Bung in the first place, I've tried my best to verify or qualify everything I'm writing here so I don't propagate a pile of lies. To avoid doing so, wherever I think it's suitable, I'm going to include rumors notes, as an aside for things that add flavor and texture to the story but aren't verifiable. Hold on, I'm gonna finish up this matcha. Need to add a little bit of water. It is said that after episode 7, work on episode 8 was well underway, with scripting mostly finished and storyboarding completed. We don't know for sure. What we do know is that sometime after episode 7 premiered, the lead writer was scrapped in favor of Bung's friend, Orion, who promptly threw out all the work that had been done for episode 8, essentially resetting the progress on an 8-month project 4 months in. Not only that, but around this time, Lord Bung broke her tailbone and took a hiatus to recover. Rumors. While people were supportive when this news first came out, a lot of people have retroactively characterized the reason for this hiatus as being made up due to pressure from Orion. That's been a common theme in my research actually. The community's rightful distrust of Orion in specific, and Bung by proxy, has led many people spiraling down a rabbit hole in the what is true dimension, leaving them trusting zero statements by Bung. We don't exactly have Bung's hospital chart though, and all of this seems a bit early in the timeline, even if we accept the conspiracy that Orion eventually became a supreme puppet master who could get her to do and say anything. After 6 months of silence, which by online art standards isn't that bad of a hiatus, Bung returned not to begin working on confinement again, but to do a series of gaming live streams with Orion, with whom Bung had entered a relationship. The streams are rather dry and devoid of content, mostly the two goofing off on camera, playing video games, smoking weed and other legal substances, and talking about sex stuff while giggling like idiots. Imagine you have a camera feed into the living room of the people Republicans imagine when they hear threats of marijuana legalization. The fans were not entertained by this bullshit, which would be fun and charming-ish were it not for the fact that it was clearly happening instead of work on episode 8. These streams happened on a daily basis for weeks, ran for about 2.5 hours on average, and in every single one I found, Bung sounded like she was on the verge of falling asleep. I'd wager she did do that right after. The Second Ice Age. Sounds familiar? Hey now. I end stream and then work on down the rabbit hole. What the fuck? So Lord Bung took a second radio silent hiatus, this time 1.5 years long, around the start of the pandemic. How did Bung announce this second hiatus? She didn't. Instead, she uploaded a 2020 April Fool's animation about 682, the indestructible lizard, consisting of 3 seconds of art and animation, 8 seconds of the end with some music playing, and then 8 seconds saying episode 8 coming soon, slowly but surely. Oh, a re-upload. Yeah, what is it?
So...
That's it. Okay. This was the first piece of dick about shit that the fanbase had gotten after 2 years of nothing, so the joke didn't land all that well, and it only aged more and more poorly as the second hiatus continued to drag. Nothing was posted for the ensuing 1.5 years until an update came through, with Bung posting some gifts for the Patreon subscribers who, just to reiterate, were paying Bung a monthly premium to work and keep them apprised of the project. Months of silence ensued yet again until there was another text post, this time without so much as art, assuring subscribers that work was still underway. With hindsight, we can only guess that these were made whenever the sub count and free money pool was drying up. Rumors. Some people called this hiatus's timing, right at the start of the pandemic lockdowns, a convenient excuse for Bung to get away with doing nothing. We can't know the truth, of course, since making art under those mental health conditions was something that pretty much everyone struggled with, I can attest. But it didn't stop her from smoking more weed and doodling pretty much anything except useful art for confinement. The silence continued for another 2 years. Sorry, am I boring you, reader? Tired of reading about all the nothing and how long the nothing was taking? Well, imagine you're paying $10 a month for that nothing. For years. Having fun? No. Well, now you almost know what it felt like. Trigger warning. Hey, rape accusations are a thing in this story. This section is that part. TLDR, Orion, Lord Bung's partner, made a fake accusation of an indisputably innocent person for petty spite. Around mid-2022, years into the Despair hiatus, Orion kicked up some drama by accusing a commentary YouTuber, Quite, of rape and sexual assault. If you follow Critical, you might have heard about this already, but the long and short of it is that Orion got mad at Quite for rejecting his aggressive sexual and romantic advances and decided to ruin his life about it, including exposing Quite's face in the allegations, even though he had heretofore remained anonymous online. Quite promptly drank a huge bottle of fuck it all and uploaded an hour-and-a-half-long video completely dissecting the allegations with his face exposed since there was no point hiding it anymore. Orion panicked. Yes, that Orion. Some of you might already be familiar with this. Orion panicked and poorly forged a psychiatric note alleging his trauma, and evidently saw the increased traffic on his Twitter page as an opportunity to promote his cosplay TikTok. After straight up admitting to faking the allegations as an attempt to ruin Quite's life, he had this to say. You know what? Fuck all of you losers. I don't care that I tried to ruin Quite's reputation. You can't stop me from going downstairs and watching some clips of the hit TV show Family Guy and laughing at your tears. So yeah, fuck this person. Homestuck avatar? Yeah, checks out, right? Sorry to, Is that Vriska? I don't even know anything about Homestuck, and I have heard of Vriska. Oh, it says Vriska. Vriska's #1 defender. I accidentally got matcha all over my fingers, god damn it. And I'm rubbing matcha powder all over everything. Oh, god damn it. Oh, how did it get on my dick bulge? God damn it. I think it was fiddling with my zipper. Okay. It's not the dick bulge, it's just like the little fold that your jeans make when you sit down. So anyway, fuck Orion. Fuck this person. What a charming individual, but some people misgendered him while they were calling him out for faking a rape allegation. Come on, can you be on my side again like you were when I first made this up? Afterward, Orion went back underground, hiding in the same hole Lord Bung was still hotboxing with electric lettuce. Obviously, the small splash this made stirred up a lot of concerns for Bung fans, even getting the attention of the ones who weren't paying attention to the radio silence because, hey, who exactly have you gotten yourself mixed up with here, bud? Speculation began to run wild, but it didn't have to for very long, because a few months later, all of the work completed so far on episode 8 leaked. That, so far, is a very loaded phrase. Dear Lord, it's bad. You can watch it here, but viewer discretion is heavily advised. For the wise ones who chose not to click, I am not going to watch it on stream. Allow me to walk you through what exactly it depicts. I'm going to sneeze because of matcha powder. Excuse me. The first 50 or so seconds are alright, just Connor testing out a jetpack and sometimes killing people for loot in a battle royale situation. Then the art quality takes an abrupt nosedive, worse than the first episode, and everything goes to absolute hell in a handbasket. There's no other way to say it. It's softcore porn. The video is 4 minutes of softcore porn. Abrupt nudity, masturbating in bathrooms and communal showers, slipping on soap and accidentally penetrating pretty much every character we see, constant references, background and otherwise, to sword fighting, animated smoothly and drawn poorly. Eventually, all the non-con gets all the characters into a frenzied softcore rape orgy in which Connor is the final, least willing participant, himself assaulted by a very obvious self-insert for Orion, and then it just sort of ends. For those who didn't watch, first, you're the smart ones, and second, here's a screenshot from early in the animation, where the style of the series has been preserved. Wait, I'm going to make sure that this isn't going to get me banned. Oh, the image is gone. Okay. You'll note that the latter is hideous, unshaded, under-detailed, and the worst. It's all set to 6 feet, which is actually an alright song, all things considered. A feat. Made years ago by Zolinki, a personal friend of Bung, for use in the episode, but it is permanently tainted by what it's attached to. The only positive to this assault on my senses is that I get to link this and it's somehow relevant. Okay, hold on, what is this? Oh. Oh yeah, sex is no accident. These, I probably shouldn't show these on stream, but it's the MTV sex is no accident, like condom ads that are very funny. The drama didn't so much result in a fanbase explosion as it did elicit more than a fair deal of shock, the kind that just sort of makes everybody in the room go abruptly silent. Because despite everything that had been going on, or rather wasn't going on, there hadn't been any indication that what little had been created for episode 8 wasn't good. When the clip came out, along with the knowledge that it was the only completed part of episode 8, the Patreon supporters rightly flipped their shit and sounded the alarm for other confinement fans, so Bung decided to upload the leak directly to her YouTube channel. She did so alongside a community post on June 7th, saying she was quitting animation and nuking the channel soon. So if you wanted to keep watching the stuff from before she drank the Orion aid, you'd best get downloading. And like we saw, people preserved it. YouTube archivists were very prompt about doing so the majority of her sane animation library is mercifully intact, if somewhat scattered. Anecdotes from online reliably state that at the tail end, before Bung destroyed her online presence entirely, she had about 1,000 Patreon supporters between all 3 tiers, sitting at $1 per month, $5, and $10, meaning over the course of the 4-year radio silence, interspersed with occasional honeypotting, Bung bilked Patreon supporters out of anywhere from $48,000 to $480,000, most likely $270,000, since the $5 tier was what got you the ability to read and watch Bung's sweet little lies. There were some pretty good memes, though. Okay, what's this meme? It cost $400,000 to make this softcore porn for 4 years. Oh dear. Between this and the Quite fiasco, the threat of lawsuits almost makes our crime duo's disappearance excusable. What other options were left for them, really? Rumblings of how easy it would be for subscribers to sue Patreon or Bung have abounded pretty much since the moment episode 8 dropped, but news of this hasn't been forthcoming. People didn't even know the would-be defendants' names and whereabouts, which rather complicates the process of filing for a class action. Bung followed through on her promise to delete her online presence entirely the day after the community post, and we haven't heard from her or Orion since then. The internet being what it is, it's often just as easy to slip out of existence as it is to suddenly have the spotlight on you, especially if you prefer to remain anonymous. Unless you know Orion and have therefore been doxxed. Frankly, I think the two worked very hard to deserve each other. One of the original writers came out and revealed what episode 8 was supposed to be before they got the boot, along with the original idea of the series' overarching plot. After all, it wasn't like they could spoil it anymore. If confinement had followed the original vision, I think it might have been a bit too over the top, and I'm not sure if the Bung we once knew could have pulled it off, but who knows what she might have accomplished. Yeah, so, poor confinement. I also remember Lord Bung coming to the defense of Orion, specifically. That was something that this either was left out or I am misremembering. Lord Bung came to the defense of Orion, being like, Oh yeah, if Orion says it, then it's true. And then, God. Because those kinds of allegations are serious. Fucking brutal. Why would you... That it is such a brutal thing to do. Because I think that people have been weaponizing it. The thing that's frustrating about it especially is it casts doubt on people who are making credible accusations. So it makes it... It's like the default has to be distrusting people like that. Because it's impossible to know how true it is. Because people keep abusing it. It sucks that is the default. Lord Bung did try to defend Orion's actions? Okay, so I'm not wild. I'm not misremembering. I seem to remember Lord Bung defending Orion. Ugh. It does feel evil, doesn't it? I guess just as a creator, right? Someone could just say, "Oh yeah, he did this." And like what? I better be lucky and have things to prove them wrong, because sometimes in a lot of these cases, how do you prove a negative? Right? Like proving a negative is nigh impossible. A lot of people who are accused just have nothing. Because, like, how do I prove absence? Sometimes people are lucky and have receipts that prove otherwise, but not always. Remember when you said earlier about having incredible power and how if someone were to use that for evil and people should be scared? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to prove, but it turns into belief. Who do you believe? I want to make a video talking about the toxic, like, I guess that's the problem, right? Sometimes this kind of thing is credible, like with Colleen, and her, like, really uncomfortable interactions with fans, we'll call it. We were talking about Colleen a little while ago, and her inappropriate comments and discussions with underage fans. Sometimes you have credible stuff like this. And then you have people like Orion who just throw this out there. If Orion were any less lazy, White could be in a much different place now. White was saved entirely by Orion's laziness. I trust this owl with a dog sucking its head like a Metroid. Yeah. Trust me. Apparently that song is loaded with references to the people she's created. I believe that. I believe that. Oh yeah, the attempted Vinny call. Oh my god, don't remind me of fucking GPM. Don't remind me of GPM. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, Bailey. I think Bailey and I have like a similar feeling thinking about that. Ugh. What a disappointing turn of events. Yeah, no, I really liked GPM's community. All the people around him. And then, ugh. That's a story for another time. Yeah, remind you of who? I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to move that. No, get... There. Better. I wanted to move me. Yeah, there is a hobby drama write-up on GPM. Maybe we do that one day. Did we do... I don't think that we actually did that entirely. Yeah, poor Vinny. That was bullshit. Not that you recall? I remember the hobby drama post about GPM being pretty good, actually. Okay, no, here's the thing. I don't think GPM actually took money saying it was for charity. That was misinformation. That was a mix-up. He didn't... GPM did stuff, but he didn't do that. Yeah, just... There are plenty of other reasons why GPM is... It's probably best that GPM is gone. Actually, I'm curious. I need to know. Nope. Still lost to the memory hole. No, I'm glad Vinny came back. God, that event must have been traumatizing, though. Didn't Redbard get in on that and just kind of never retract anything? Like, Redbard just kind of kept rolling on. I bet Redbard still gets shit for that. I don't think Redbard can run from that, like, forever. I think that she's just, like, never gonna address it and just deal with it. Yeah, Redbard... Well, Redbard's still around. Isn't she? Yeah. Redbard is... Oh, hold on. Redbard hasn't posted since April. Doesn't look like they've done anything since April. Last video was 4 days ago, so still posting. Yeah. Vinny got a lawyer, yeah. Did anything ever come of that, or was that kept private? Probably best kept private. Mandalore platformed it, but he retracted very quickly. He was like, oh wait, this is bullshit. Yeah, Vinny seems to be doing better, which is nice. Yeah, Bailey, one thing I was thinking about that a chat member suggested is playing some of Sox's games. A while ago, I was going to help out with an event for the SMP that you guys were doing, but that just never quite got off the ground. Yeah, like the people in GPM's community all just kind of stuck together and kept hanging out. That's where I met Bailey. That's where I met Bailey and where we got Pooh's Adventures Wiki. Pooh's Adventures of me. My name is Biffy Jones. I really love Pooh's Adventures. Hey there, Bosun Rolka. I am doing well. I've got good tea. Streaming again. You know... Okay. I'm just thinking about what I want to do this week. Because this week is kind of funky. I wanted to do a VR chat meetup on Saturday, but Limes is having her debut on Saturday. So perhaps we should have the VR chat meetup the Saturday after. I would like to do the VR chat meetup after a Saturday stream. That makes the most sense to me. But I think that there was another thing we were going to do the Saturday after that. So my thought is, what if we do it... Hold on, let me check something. I'm poking. The Saturday after that, something might be happening, but I will know better later this week. VR chat meetup to watch the Limes re-debut? What makes you think I'm not going to be participating? Bailey, of course you can join. Of course, you goofball. I'd love to have you there. On one condition. You read the entirety of Pooh's Adventures wiki. Pooh's Adventures of me. That is your price of admission. Live Pooh's Adventures of me. Does Brina Flute still hang out? I remember. Brina Flute was cool. I feel like I haven't seen Brina Flute around as much. Poohing live on stream. But yes, I'm going to be hanging out this Saturday with Limes. However, I think... I'm thinking about what to do Thursday because I haven't planned anything for Thursday specifically. That isn't to say that I don't have things to do Thursday and Saturday. I have plenty of stuff. It's just a matter of which do I want to do. I might reach out to Shia and see if they want to join me on Thursday to watch Gemini Home Entertainment. Tumblr Asks might be a good idea as well. Shia? Oh, Shia, you're here. How would you feel about joining on Thursday? And checking out Gemini Home Entertainment. Ooh, I also am going to make some Google Forms for you guys because I want to do some viewer-submitted content. I am currently putting together a group of people who will vet user-submitted content like Tumblr heritage posts, like good Tumblr posts that they love. Cannot this Thursday. Okay, gotcha. I would like to not have you on Saturday because I want to accommodate the fact that we might go long, and I'll need to go like at a reasonable time on Saturday. I can't really let that go on longer. So what about next Tuesday? So a week from today. You know what? Let's just DM. I'll just DM you as soon as stream ends. For now, I'm gonna work stuff out. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. But I need. Let me think. Let me think about what I need to get done today. I have some editing to do today. No, that's it. Today's a pretty simple day, I think. Just some down the rabbit hole work. I need to message Ark. That's it. I need to message Mike as well to see when I can have Mike and Ryan on to look at Sri Chinmoy doing his live concert. Bless that dingus. Estimated date for Down the Rabbit Hole. I wanted it to be this month, but Argaxon, my animator and graphic designer, has had some personal life things happen. So he's taking a little bit longer. Early, like next month sounds more likely now because he's got a fair bit to get done. Sorry, I'm really sorry, guys. I wanted to have it out this month, but you guys, poor Argaxon is being put through the ringer. I don't want to talk about it. Like I can't talk about it because it's personal, right? This is personal shit. But poor Argaxon. A poor boy. Like I can't go into detail. Shit's kind of happened in my life and in his life. that I don't really, like, I don't want to talk about for myself, and I shouldn't talk about for him. A poor boy. Watch party for the new vid? I will let you guys know once I have a solid date. Okay? I will let everyone know as soon as that happens. It'll be up on Patreon, it'll be up on Twitter, I'll let you guys know on stream. It'll happen. You'll know. You will know. This is not a video that will drop quietly. It is going to drop like my nuts onto the table. Loudly and with resonance. Any plans on a new Warrens episode? You goddamn right. I don't want to release a new Warrens episode before the new Down the Rabbit Hole because I don't want people going, what the fuck? He's making a podcast instead of Down the Rabbit Hole? I don't want that bullshit. Will it cause a girthquake? Yes. I got it, Caldero. Thank you. So, everyone, I think it's time for user-submitted stuff now, because I gotta get to work. So, if you want to share something, Tumblr is the place to put it. You can either message it to me, or put it into the T-Owl art tag, and I will double check with all of you to make sure that I don't miss anything. And we got some quality here. Oh, we already have quality. Oh, there's some cuteness. Oh, there's some good shit. Oh, there's some good shit. Oh, oh my god, there's some stuff here. Okay, first off, we have the vibes of this stream from Gale Pond. Chill vibes. Woo. And then uncomfy discoveries. Yay! Mike's Community United Media Share segment. Yes. In fact, I have an idea. I'm gonna make something for Mike. I think I'm gonna do something. But yes, welcome to the discomfort stream. I swear to God, you guys, I'm not trying to make comfy vibes. It's just like, I want the stream to be digestible, but I don't aim for comfy. It just kind of, I don't know. This is just the stream I make. I get kind of annoyed when streamers say, oh, it's time for a comfy stream. And it's like, I'm the one who decides whether or not it's comfy. Right? Like, maybe your idea of comfy is very different from my idea of comfy. Like, people who do comfy streams, sometimes there's like this weird tension underneath them that I don't like. Because they're worried about keeping it comfy. Does anyone else feel that way? Because sometimes, I think I know what happens now that I'm thinking about it. I think sometimes people say, I'm gonna have a comfy stream, which means you can't do this. You can't talk about this, right? You like nothing. Like you cannot do this or else you're just going to break the vibes. And so there's this kind of nervous tension around streams that are labeled comfy. Like, because at any moment someone could say something that like ruins the vibe. It's not comfy anymore. But like, yeah, it does have a similar vibe to toxic positivity. But I feel like if you're really going to be comfy, like if the stream is actually going to be comfortable, you have to be able to say, well, if something goes wrong, right? Or we talk about something serious or something bad happens or something dire happens, it's still going to be okay. I'm not going to shut it down immediately, but I try, I don't know. I try not to get too stressed out about it. Even if something goes wrong or we're talking about something kind of brutal. Like, it's okay. Right? We let it roll off. It's like what is it? What's that line? Like we acknowledge it. And that gets rid of the tension. We're not holding it back. The most chaotic way. What a lumpy. I'm sorry you've thrown off the Emperor's comfy. Sorry. Exactly. Marco Geppetto says the most comfort comes from a streamer just doing his thing. The streamer's at ease, the vibe is comfy, the streamer is having fun, the stream will be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. Even when I'm talking about uncomfy things, like I still feel comfy. You know? I like to think that if we're talking about something dire, it's not going to destroy what the stream is. Like I'm still just here vibing. Pretty even. I feel like these streams are pretty even. The tea helps. Yeah, that's true. I like my streams. No matter how my streams change, and they will change in ways that may perhaps be unexpected, that vibe will always stay. I don't think I could ever change my streams from their core. Okay, Hamster Zerg has something good. Whoa. I think that was okay. That was a loud thump. Okay. Aw. Thank you, Bailey. You're so sweet. I'm glad you like it here. We have pronouns are confusing. Bro, literally, what is this? The most stressful ovals. Pronouns, ugh. Oh, this is good. So, Gale Pond says every time Fred does the Meatwad or Gollum voice. Yeah. Ohana means family. Family means canceling people on Twitter. Oh my god. This is... Snaky B. You are completely correct. This is the most bizarrely specific piece of fan art anyone has ever made. Look at this. There's a bird over there. I think that my sound alerts might be busted. Has anyone given bits for sound alerts and it's not worked?
There's a bird over there.
Oh, it is working. That's chill. He does look like Trip from Facade, but it is very much Richard Yancharski. Who's Cinti? I like the little paw. That is... For anyone who doesn't know, this is from the lone adherent to Timecube. This video has probably less than 2,000 views. With the there's a bird over there. It is so specific. Been a bit of a quiet stream for sound alerts. Yeah, that's chill. That is fine. This is so specific though. Jesus Christ. Okay, what else we got? Blanket update. From Caldero. Look at this. Getting into the next color. Oh. Such good This is so cool. I love that we've been seeing the progress of this blanket as time has been going on. This is a lot of fun. Just sort of seeing it manifest. This is blanket manifest. Claren, you made a blanket a while back? Oh. You guys. Look. This is from the Blind Archer. Look. Tsuchinoko is sleeping. The Eeper. Oh, the Eeper. Eepy. Oh, this is my my tea pet. For those who weren't here earlier, let me show you. At my tea set. Here, this fella, this little guy. He's so cute. Oh, whoop, got some tea leaves on him, on his booty. Look at him though. Keeper. And you know what? For good measure, one last time. Wet fella. Makes me happy. Unbothered. Yeah. He is hydrated. I love this. Thank you, Blind Archer. And what is this? Oh my gosh, Scummy Hybrid has a sketch page. What is this? Finally, a teapot for my teacups. Yeah, you got the pot. I no longer need to eat the leaves like a monster. He's so good, yum yum. Hold on, I need to get like the idle animation. We'll talk more about the AI stuff like on Thursday. Gang gang, gang gang. Oh, snakes drinking water is very cute. Twitch viewer when their favorite shipmite AI streamer gets banned in 2077. Aw, the little autism creature with tea. Yeah. Welcome in, JD Cloud. We're actually just looking at art of this, like art from viewers right now. Human gloves. Yeah, is that Mr. Beast? Is that human Loren Mr. Beast? This is a lot to digest. I don't know how I feel about this. And then look at the bat. And then we have, hold on, we have another little Tsuchinoko. I am in the way. However, look at him. Ah. Mr. Bird. Mr. T. Oh my god, you're right. This is very cute. And then we have, yeah. Gummy Hybrid, thank you. Oh my god. We have Shrek's Swamp Tea. This is cute. From Gale Pond. Not caterpillars. Onions. Yeah, because we had we had tea that Shrek's ass was marinating in. Steer did make art and it made it. Oh my god. Okay, this is cute. These are so cute. Look, we have pain. We like the pain. We like the pain. 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 We got the tea. And we like the paint. Take this. Yeah. Oh. I love the art of the little snake fella. I like that we just kind of accepted that he's a Tsuchinoko. Tsuchinoko real. And then, confinement. Hashtag rip Bung's career. God, it's so sad, right? Like, this woman just had it made, was making something really cool, an adoring fan base, and then just threw it away. Oh, no, 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 no. He's not scalded. Inshallah, he will be scalded. No, he's not scalded. He's just warm. Just make snake warm. It's very satisfying the way that the water rolls off of the teapot. He loves the worms. Yeah. Exactly. Steep his ass. Wow, snake, me boner. And I'm going to refresh. Make sure. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking at the latest. Yep. Okay. Have I missed any ones besides Starries yet? Has anyone else made... Oh, wait, Caldero. Right, Caldero's fella. Does Caldero goat become real? I have it. Look at Caldero. We have a Caldero's suit coming together. I know I'm going to catch flack from the non-furries for this, but I think some fursuits are really cool, and this is looking really cute. I find it to be like a performance, similar to like VTubing. Soon we will be able to pet goat. Goat. The good goat. We appreciate goat. Don't you fucking dare furry detected me. You motherfucker. All of you. Fuck all of you. Oh, okay. And we have the Starry Feathers sketch page. It has happened. Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Oh. Oh my gosh. Look at the little fella up on the top left. Oh. Aw. And the Tsuchinoko flourishing and moisturized. Good. I'm going to unLoren real quick. So that everyone can see all of it. Look at this. Yeah. It's Vex's teapot. Sipping tea with Vex. We appreciate Vex in this house. Always. Good bird. We have mosquitoes gnawing on my fucking legs. They left huge welts. Is that a caterpillar eating leaves and shitting into a teacup? It's a living. Ah, hold on. Wait a minute. What was that? What the fuck? Hold on. No, stop. What the fuck was that? Something just came up. Hold on a minute. I started searching Seinfeld, and then the recommendations just suddenly filled up with really complicated things. What? No, what just happened? No. What happened? No, what just happened? Ah, I can't recreate it. Damn, I almost found a rabbit hole. So anyway, caterpillar, it's a living. God damn it, I can't. Look at. And then look at the green. It's so green. Then, tea enjoying sounds. I'm back. You can't get rid of me that easily. And then holding the little fella. Oh, I love how much you obviously fell in love with the little tea pet. I love my tea pet. So cute. I thought you all would love it. And then there's a slush chomped on my head and just hanging out. Boy, it would be funny if that happened. Good thing it didn't. Levy, thanks for the 4 months. Heyo. And then my jaw hurts. Oh, slush. We're taking the slush. I'm glad you like the fella story. And then the sip, autism. Haha. Autism. Okay, now. I got matcha on my bulge. Except I actually did. It's still green. God damn it. My cock is still green. Oh my god. What if someone fucking, like, rubs matcha on their dick and is like, clean it off? Like, bedroom bullshit. I would. You know? Now that I think about it. Anyway. There's me making drugs. Making the fucking... is that the package of fucking, Baozhong? Like, this? Is that... this? The chonker? A fucking brick. Oh, Loren D-Pat. Oh, and Starry sipping tea. You guys, I was really happy to have all of you for tea. I think it's comfy. I'm glad that I get to share tea with all of you. Something I would like to try is maybe designating a tea, right? Like a specific tea, and be like, hey everyone, here's like a decent, like here's a good, relatively cheap loose leaf tea, and people can like buy it and then like, you know, order it, and then when everyone has it, you know, like 2 weeks after or something, we can sit down on the stream and all like drink the same tea together. Yeah, we could do monk shit tea. Yeah, we could all drink monk shit tea together on stream one time. Yeah, tea club. I think that sounds comfy. We give that a try. So like we're all tasting the same tea and trying it out together. Yeah, a sip along. Tea club. Yeah, like a tea club. Doing that as a VR chat meetup, that also is a really good, that's a really good suggestion. I like that. There is me fucking crying, like tearing up over Shia singing, where is it? Did I close it? No, I didn't. I've got it. It's, where is it? Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? There. Here we go.
His penis is why I fucked up.
I'm so mad about how good that is. More aggressively gay Shia covers. Yeah. Just keep riding me. Oh dear. I think that's it. Did I miss anything or did Tumblr behave today? I think Tumblr behaved. Aw, Schnee. I am glad that I can make your life with your family more complicated. Yeah, I think we're good. Wow. Everyone, thank you for joining. We're gonna find a raid target. We're gonna bother. We're gonna bother. We're gonna bother. We're gonna bother. You know what? Let me see. Bluebird Breeze. I originally was going to join her for a debut on Saturday, but then not debut, but the beginning of the subathon. But I wasn't able to make it. So, you know what? I'm probably going to join the call for a little bit. So we're going to go over there. We're going to raid Bluebird. We're going to raid Breeze. Thank you all for joining. I will see all of you Thursday. Don't worry, everyone. I'll figure out what we're doing Thursday, but boy, we're gonna have... I have some stuff that we're gonna look at. I have plenty. Thank you for tea. We should do tea like this again sometime soon. I think that this was nice. I like being able to share tea with all of you. Actually showing you all the process of making tea and sharing in that with you is comfy. Maybe we do that with, we have guests. I'd love to have guests on with tea. Goodbye. I will see all of you Thursday.